Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, and this show is part of the larger Capitalize Your Best podcast network of shows. We have this on Monday, This Is Gonna Hurt, which is a personal development podcast helping you make a better you. On Tuesdays, we have Coach Training Partners, which helps coaches create programs and increase their revenue. On Wednesday, we have the Capitalize Your Best podcast, which is our business and marketing growth podcast. On Thursdays, we don't have a formal podcast, but we do have a live 11 a.m. Capitalize coaching call within the Capitalize Your Best online community. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. And then on Fridays, we have You're Entitled to Your Opinion, which is our pop culture podcast. But friends, thanks so much. Always thank you for the like, share, subscriptions, everything you do. We've been here for a long time. I appreciate it. You may have noticed that today I'm actually dressed. Usually I have either running clothes on or like a half zip or something. But I've actually been out and gotten cleaned up and everything before the podcast. I'm a little bit more casual. I hope you don't mind, but I'm glad to be here. Let's jump right in. Whenever I get time with my millionaire mentor, I want to share with you guys what he teaches me. And the amazing thing is that if you have a valued mentor, if you have someone who's willing to invest in you, it's not like he or she will sit down and go, Gordon, I have a lesson for you. Actually, just spending time with them and having conversations with them is going to be where you're going to start to take away these lessons. And this happened again twice this past week. I got time with one of my mentors, and just the time with him sharing with me his experience and giving me advice taught me so much. And from that, I just want to remind you, if you have time to get with a mentor, just spend time with them, ask questions, give them an opportunity to share their wisdom, because if they're valuable, they're going to share wisdom that's going to transform your life. As I spent time with my mentor this week, I noticed a series of contradictions. And these contradictions had great value and wisdom. And I wanted to share those with you. And the first contradiction that my millionaire mentor gave to me just by me observing him was this: work hard, but don't be in a rush. Work hard, but don't be in a rush. Here's what I mean by that. My mentor is one of the hardest working people I know, rivals me for the hours worked, and is constantly working towards his goals, giving time to his family, giving time to his business. But whenever you see him move in a crowd, he's never in a hurry. He moves smoothly and deliberately. It's a quiet ease. Like you would never see him run through a room. Now, does he have an urgency about achieving his goals? Of course. But you would never notice that. He has a calmness. Just walking across the room, his speech is measured and specific. And when I watched that, I thought, that is such a lesson for me. I'm high energy. And at times when I don't have that energy under control, I can be frantic. I think we all can be that way. However, there is a world in where you work hard, but you're not in a rush. And that only happens deliberately. It only happens when you purposely take moments that I'm going to work hard on this, but there's no need to be in a rush. What's that old phrase? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Very much so. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. When you have big goals and you're working on them and you're deliberate, you don't have to rush anything. This is true for any goal that you have: personal, business, physical, relational. And when you achieve them, it'll come best when you don't rush the outcome, but you work deliberately. And you'll find yourself moving through conversations, moving through crowds, and even interacting with other people deliberately, but not in a rush. Another contradiction that I noticed by getting time with my millionaire mentor is this: have huge goals, but know when to stop. Have huge goals, but know when to stop. In my conversations with him, he is in a situation where he is getting ready to have a massive goal accomplishment. This goal accomplishment will be occupational, like just his career is going to hit a high point. It's going to be financial. It's going to affect every single thing. And he has an opportunity there to level up once again. And my question to him is, what are you going to do? And for him, at that point in time, he has the opportunity to continue to grow his career, but allows some separation so he can move more into personal goals. So he has the huge goal, he's going to accomplish them. And when he gets there, he has just the opportunity. It's already been expressed. You can level up one more time, which would be 100% okay. But for him, accomplishing that goal gives him then the freedom to move more into personal goals. So he knows when to stop. There'd be absolutely nothing wrong with him continuing to climb and climb, but he has a defined goal that he knows that when he hits it, it's time then to divert more energies into the personal. And so the takeaway from that, the contradiction is work hard towards your goals, but know when to stop. If you don't know when to stop, if that is not defined, it doesn't mean you're not doing anything, doesn't mean you're not working hard, doesn't mean you're not climbing. But if you don't know what it means to stop, then you're just going to run yourself into the ground. And so have that huge goal, but also know when to stop. Another contradiction I got from observing my millionaire mentor is this: be insanely encouraging, but also be deadly honest. Insanely encouraging, but deadly honest. I've seen him demonstrate that to me and to others. He is a wealth of encouragement. His encouragement is always based in reality of who I am and my strength and my skills. He always goes to that. His encouragement is not just a blind, oh, it's going to be okay. It's never that. But he's also deadly honest with me. Early on in Capitalize, he sat down with me and I had an employee. And he goes, your company is going to take off when you get rid of them. Like, just honest. I've seen him do that in his companies. I've seen him do it with others. And now he's insanely encouraging. He'll say, Gordon, you have a skill set here. Lean more into that skill set and you'll see your business grow, or lean more into that skill set and you'll see your impact grow. But he's also got the ability to look at me and go, that you've got to stop doing that. You need to get rid of that employee. Those two things can go side by side. We can be just incredibly encouraging and we can be deadly honest. Typically, those two are separated. People are like, well, if I'm encouraging, I can't be honest. But true encouragement would be hearing the honesty we need to hear and then putting that in place. Friends, if you want to have a takeaway from my time with my mentor, it would come down to these three contradictions that I saw. One, work hard at everything you do, but don't be in a rush. Don't be frantic. Work hard to accomplish those goals, but move through rooms deliberately and smoothly. Have conversations deliberately and smoothly. Never give the impression that you're frantic, because if you're frantic, people do not respond to freneticism very well. So work incredibly hard, but don't be in a rush. Two, have huge goals, but know when to stop. Have huge goals, but also have built into those goals, when I get here, I'm then going to pivot into more relational. I'm going to pivot into something else, or I'm going to pivot and focus in another area. Have huge goals, but also know when to stop and then go into a different direction. Those two are together. And then finally, the thing I learned is this: be insanely encouraging, but deadly honest. Those are not two opposite things. You can be insanely encouraging, but you also can be deadly honest, because encouragement leads towards a willingness to hear the truth, and hearing the truth leans towards being encouraged. Friends, I hope you've enjoyed the show. I love coming to you every single Monday. I'm thankful when I get time with my mentor, and I'm glad I can share those things with you. I mentioned at the beginning of the show, the Capitalize Your Best online community. In that community, we have daily coaching. We have the Wednesday night book club accountability group. We have the Thursday 11 a.m. coaching call. We have free and we have paid courses. And we have end-of-month seminars. There's so many things going on in that group. I would love for you to be a part of it. You would love the community. I have a free 7-day trial that I'd love to extend to you. Just reach out to me and I'll give it to you. And then after that, it's $29 a month. And the reason it's $29 a month is because that's cheaper than a tank of gas, but it's going to take you a lot further. So friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you next week, but tune in tomorrow for Coach Training Partners, and I will talk to you then. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.